What up, it's your boy Troy back with another breakdown. Coach Prime has done it again. I want to break down this video quickly so you can understand what it means to be a master at communication. Hold your frame and be an empowered empath. I will show you exactly what that means inside the video. If you and I have not met yet, my name is Troy. I'm a best-selling author and speaker. More importantly, I want to help you build a beautiful life. So let's go ahead and jump in the video.
Does it feel like this season heading into it for you is maybe from a coaching standpoint some of the most competitive juices that you've felt yet?
That's a great question. Everything I do is competitive. I mean, even endorsements, even just talking to the young men and women last night, the freshmen. So I'm just a competitive person. We just walked during the 2 miles and, I had to win. Like, I'm going to turn it on the last few steps. I had Jay Field and Coach Pollard. I think I can get them anyway. But we compete. So I'm a competitive natured person, not only with sports, but with life. I want to win in life. I want you all to win in life. I don't want anybody in this room to lose. I want you all to be successful, but let's go about it the right way.
Coach Prime is giving you a perfect example of the mindset of a winner, because along your journey in life, you're going to have success. You're going to reach milestones. But the reality is most people will not be able to celebrate that success with you. Why is that? Because they don't have the mindset of a winner. They'd rather play the victim and point the finger. Only winners can celebrate winning. It takes strong character and a lack of insecurities to be able to see something in someone else that you value and want to add into your life. Most people are stuck in a competitive mind frame. It's as if they view the world as if there's only so many pieces of the pie. But the reality is we're all trying to add to the pie. That is a cooperative mindset. When you talk about competition, the competition is you versus you. It's how can I better myself in this moment, in this situation, to be more prepared. That's what Coach Prime is talking about. When he says he's competitive, it's because he's competitive against who he was yesterday. When you allow yourself to see someone else win, your brain opens up and says, oh, I wonder how they did that. And so by allowing yourself to move into that more cooperative mindset, you actually increase your ability to learn. The way Coach Prime answered these next two questions are amazing. So let's go ahead and take a look at these.
Hey, Mark Kisla, Denver Gazette.
How you doing, sir?
Good. Two-parter.
Okay.
Go back to the elite competitor. Do you
Yes, sir.
think an elite competitor blocks the outside noise or feeds on the outside noise?
You don't care, really, because it don't influence you. I've never read an article or a comment and said, oh, that's going to make me go harder. I'm going to go hard regardless. But that comment just allowed me to know where you stand.
Okay.
So that's the only differential of the thing. It doesn't propel me. Where I came from propelled me.
Okay.
How I grew up propelled me. Like, being African American, one of few that's a head coach in college football, that kind of stuff propels me. It's not what you say. That lets me know where you stand.
With that example, Coach Prime is talking about you are doing things for you. And what that does is it allows you to be process-oriented versus outcome-oriented, meaning that it literally is the process. Having that mindset allows you to improve your approach day by day, moment by moment. When you're outcome-oriented, you're always looking into the future. What actually will take place is your dopamine and serotonin, all those mental reward systems get wrapped around the outcome versus the process. And then your life looks like a yo-yo. You're high when you're doing well, you're low when you're not doing well. But if you change your brain to be focused on the process, you will naturally create better outcomes for your life. So you do things for you, not the approval of the crowd. And when you have that mindset, you will naturally put more work in, put more effort in, become better over time, because you were gonna do it regardless of the outcome and regardless of the applause. That doesn't mean it doesn't feel good to have a pat on the back or win the game. Of course you want those things.
I hope that I'm covering you from now through the college football playoff.
I hope so, too.
Yeah.
I pray so.
Yeah. But I'm also known as a person that sometimes asks less than supportive questions or critical questions. So if I ask a negative question, will you not answer them anymore?
That's being negative right now. Like, you take an approach that I'm going to be negative. I'm not negative to anybody in here. I will challenge you and ask you why or where is this coming from. So I'm not built like that. I'm not built to hate. I'm not a hateful guy. I come with love. I think if anybody in here has had encounters with me, I don't come with the bull junk. I come with the peace and the joy. Now, when you show me where you stand, I might have to change that a little bit so I'm not going to match your ignorance or whatever. Not saying that you're ignorant, but a person, I'm not going to match that. Well, that's your prerogative. I don't have to come where you are, because my life is complete. I don't like what you say, what you do is not going to change my life.
Essentially what Coach Prime is saying is I always take the high road. I'm always going to keep it positive in my flow. I want everybody to win. It's all about love. But if you challenge me with a certain type of energy, maybe a certain type of question, I will set a boundary and not allow that to come in. Remember, you're like literally putting on the energetic condom. You don't let anything in there. That's okay to do. That's what it means to be an empowered empath, meaning you can feel other things in other people's energy, but you're not giving away your energy and allowing yourself to be a people pleaser. You're allowing yourself rather to set up boundaries and go, yo, this is how I like to get down. And if you're with this energy, I'm about that energy. And if not, we don't get to hang out. That is a healthy thing to do. And again, another perfect example of I'm doing things regardless of how you interact with me. I'm not doing it for your validation because I am internally validated. I already believe that I am enough. That is the first universal shit test that you must pass. You must first learn to realize that you've always been enough exactly how you are. You cannot add anything to who you are. If you believe that you must continually add to who you are, you will always be chasing. You'll be looking for the validation, for the money, for the perfect partner, for the perfect lifestyle, whatever it is, rather than doing those things naturally because you want more of that because it feels good, not because there's a void that I have to fill. And when you come from that space, you're not reaching and you don't need someone else's validation because you don't need their approval for that lifestyle and that life. Coach Prime is the perfect example of somebody who naturally understands this. Let's keep rolling.
Do you feel persecuted by outside noise?
I don't know about persecuted. This is a way of life for me. You guys act like this is the first time I've been shot at. I've been lied on, cheated, talked about, mistreated. That's a gospel song, ain't it? This is not the first time for this. But as I mature, instead of shooting back or lashing out or just dismissing you, I want to know why. Like, let's help each other. Let's figure out the why. Because if you understand the why in people, that helps you tremendously. Because that's all I come for. I just come to find, I want to know why. What provokes that?
One of the most powerful things you can do with your communication skills is to learn when not to react to somebody and learn to respond to people. And the way you do that is understanding their why, as Coach Prime is saying. Meaning, what is someone actually saying? It's not just the words that come out of their mouth. So oftentimes someone might say, yo, I'm really upset about this pisses me off, you did this thing, you've done that thing. But what are they actually saying? So if you take a moment and slow down and look behind the curtain, they might be saying, I'm scared, I feel insecure, you threaten me because of who you are. I don't believe I'm enough as a person. I feel like I'm unlovable. These are things that we often do and also other people obviously do. And so sometimes in relationships and in communication, slow down a little bit and ask yourself, what is this other person actually saying? What is the emotion behind the words? And that will take you to the core of the situation. And then you speak to that, not the words that came out of their mouth necessarily. I love breaking these videos down because Coach Prime is such a beautiful example of leadership and a man who really is a master of communication and understanding what it means to have a vision in life and understanding who you are. Because something we could all use more of is confidence. True confidence does not have to be narcissism. It can come from a very empowered path. And that's what I want to help you step into. Keep becoming an empowered empath, meaning you can feel other people, but you're not going to give away your power. That's a completely different thing to do. I believe in you. I make these videos for you. So if you could do me a favor and smash that like button and of course, subscribe, that means so much. I truly appreciate you. Until next time, peace.